Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Season 5, Episode 3 of our Football Manager 2019 Let's Play with Ipswich Town, where we look to become the English Premier League champions and the Champions League champions with a fully homegrown squad just to our club, not the nation. Last episode we played Hajduk split in the Europa League, best place, 4th qualifying round, and we lost. Despite losing 2-1, we did qualify for the group stage on aggregate, so that was brilliant news. After the Hajduk split game, we played Tottenham away in the Premier League, losing 4-2. I went with the cautious tactic in this game, and it was working to a certain extent. That was 2-2 on the hour mark, and it was just, Tottenham were battering us. They had like 22 shots to our 4. I think they had 4 shots on target out of 4 shots. So our counter-attack was working effectively. It was 2-2. But I wanted to go for the win. I switched to positive and we ended up getting beaten 4-2, so I'm a bit gutted, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. After that we played Fulham and we won 1-0. We dominated the game, and it was just a late goal from Andre Dizel which sealed the victory. We couldn't quite get the ball in the back of the net. After that we played NK Osijek in the first group stage game of the Europa League, won 2-1. Alfonso and Dimitri Carpentier with the goals. In the Europa League this year, I am just going to be playing basically a fully rotated squad, as the games are coming thick and fast, week in, like 2 games a week, every week, and it's going to be a hell of an effort from us this season. But the Premier League has got to be our #1 aim, because doing well in the Europa League isn't going to be any good if we don't make the Europa League next season. So the Premier League has got to be our main focus. We then played Stoke away and we lost 1-0. Of course, playing our fully strength side, it wasn't enough. Unfortunate Chris Meath own goal lost us the game. We then played Osijek in the away game, the return fixture in the Europa League group stage, and we drew 1-1. I felt like we should have probably won this game, but again, we just were not clinical enough. We go into the game against Man Utd today in what is basically inconsistent form, really. And if we go to the squad, we can see that Ben Falami has now had 2 sub appearances and 5 starts. He's yet to score a goal. He's struggling since come back from his injury. I'm going to play him in today's game. If he doesn't make an impact in today's game, then I would likely just drop him to the reserves for 2 or 3 games, see if he can get some goals in the reserves, get some confidence back, and then we'll bring him back to the first team. So today we are going with Qatar and Falami up front. In midfield we've got Dizel, Lema and Palmer. Defensive midfield is a ball in midfield and defend today. We have Suat Sadar. The ball in midfield, Lema is also going to be in the central midfield position, with Dizel on the left as deep line playmaker and Palmer on the right as the box-to-box. I'm going to change things up just to make it a bit more defensive against Man United, because the cautious tactics I had used in the season didn't quite go to plan in some other games. And if you've been following this series, you will know that I tinkered the tactics a hell of a lot. It's very, very frustrating. It's like every time you get a nice tactic and you get it working so well, within 4 or 5 games, after winning 4 or 5 games on the trot, it's like the opposition, the computer, it works out how to play against you now, and it's very, very frustrating, because you can't find a tactic, you do well, and then you lose a couple of games and you get disheartened, and you then have to keep changing it again. It's very, very annoying. But we've also pulled the wing backs back into left and right back, still on complete wing back support. The ball plan defender is still the same, and the sweeper keeper is still the same. Cautious mentality. We're going more direct passing today, though, hopefully just to try and lob the ball up to the strikers will work. We're playing narrowly, going through the middle, but we're playing, attack on wide, or standard, but going through the middle, defence narrower. And we've got the defensive and attacking line just on standard. We may bring us just 1 notch back. I think actually I'm going to do this now. Actually, I'm going to bring us 1 notch back right now, and then that is basically going to be it for the game. Let's get into it. First highlight of the game: Diogo Dalot with the throw in on the right for United. Kovacic. It's Lingard on the right now, inside the Pogba to Kovacic is called, bloody hell. Doucouré shoots off the post, Garma clears, Shaw on the left now of United, danger's not over, back in the box, Davies heads it out, on the edge to Doucouré, to Lingard to Pogba back to Kovacic, oh my god, I can't speak his name out, Luke Shaw on the left of the box, oh, he cleared by Ipswich Town. Qatar now, can we counter-attack here? Ben Falami running down the right-hand side, Qatar's on the left, can he pick him out? Kovacic gets back and tackles, just thrown on the right for Ipswich Town. That seemed like a wasted attack there. We should have done better there. Half time, it is 0-0, and we're fortunate to be 0-0 to be fair. United have had most of the game, although there's only been sort of 1 highlight, but I think it's all the 2 highlights. Oh god, I'm so off track today. But we're drawing 0-0. It's not going very well. We are going to make a couple of tactical changes before we get back into the second half. So half time, we're going to go with a slightly different change than we are used to. We're going to go back to the inside forwards. We're going to have Guitar on the left as the inside forward, and on the right we're going to have Casey Palmer as an advanced playmaker. But the likelihood is we'll probably bring Carpentier on for Palmer and see how Guitar's getting on. But we're going to try something different, as it's just not going to plan in our normal tactics today. First highlight of the second half, Pogba free kick. Goes in the back of the net. Manchester United take the lead. I tell you, we're gonna switch back now. Oh, I hate when I don't do well in this game. It's so frustrating, and I think you guys at home can probably tell when I'm getting frustrated because I change things a hell of a lot. We're gonna go back to the usual tactic we would use. Try to put Palmer back in attack midfielder. Put Palmer back in attack midfielder as well. Deep line playmaker for Dazelle, box to box Lema, ball midfielder defend for Serdar, positive, standard, ball into box, play with set pieces, narrow, short kicks, centre back, high defensive line, bring it back to standard, defend, leave that like that. Right, that is going to be our change. Hopefully it's going to work. I don't know, this game just does my nut in. I mean, we're still so far behind the big teams, so you can't get too frustrated because, I mean, we are still expected to lose against teams like Manchester United. We're not quite there yet. Next highlight, Pogba free kick off the post and Serdar clears. We escape, going down to 2-0 there by the skin of our teeth. Stays 1-0. 20 minutes remain. Sosa's on the yellow card. I'm just going to ease him off tackles. And we're also going to take off Ben Falami. I've seen enough of him. I think he's going to have to go back to the reserves. And maybe his time might be coming up to an end here at Portland Road now. He's been overachieving really in that position. We're going to put the Carpentier up front now instead of Falami. We're also going to bring Palmer back to midfield. Another change. Dazelle goes into the middle, deep line playmaker. Palmer on the left as advanced playmaker on support. And then deep defensive midfield defend. We're going to go back again. Jesus Christ. Go attacking. We might as well go for it now. This is the last highlight of the game. Woodman goal kick. Plays short to Palmer. Palmer back to Mifam. Mifam puts a long ball forward for Carpentier. Can he get onto it? No, he can't. Bailly gets onto it and plays back to De Gea. De Gea back to Bailly. Pressing Bailly closely though. He's not going anywhere. Back to De Gea. De Gea forced to clear, but blocked by Carpentier. Qatar back to Carpentier. Guys, offside. Oh, Jesus. I thought we'd done it. De Gea come unstuck as his clearance knocked into Carpentier. Qatar put Carpentier in, but he was offside and the goal was ruled out. It stays 1-0. 20 seconds now left of extra time. Sancho back to Digne. Digne to Pogba. That's just playing out the time now, mate. Digne back to Bailly. Back to Digne. Sancho. Oh, full-time whistle blows. Drama. We lost 1-0 in the end. It was meant to be. Oh, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Right, we'll get into the league table and see where that leaves us at the moment, and then we'll see where we're going to come back next. So after that defeat to Manchester United, that leaves us in 10th position. The table's very misleading at the moment now. We've still got 2 games in hand to play. Win those 2 games in hand and we could go as high as 5th or 6th. So we are technically still on course to make the 7th spot which we want to make. But with the games in hand we've got, and it's probably going to get worse as well, we've still got the Carabao Cup to come, the Europa League game still coming in. We're probably going to fall 3 or 4 games behind, I reckon. It's so difficult this year. It's going to be very, very hard. I'm tempted whether to maybe mix up my Premier League games, like games against Wolves, for example, maybe to use my weaker side. But it's just, you want to go with your best team in the Premier League, don't you? Of course. But if we look forward, we've got Midtjylland next, then Wolves, then we've got Man City. Man City is usually a difficult game. We've got Sevilla in the Europa League group stage this year. Of course, we knocked them out in was it the 2nd knockout round of the Europa League last season. So that'll be interesting to see how we get on against them this year. I think we will come back for the Manchester City game. Manchester City notoriously unknown for hammering us. If we go past meetings, we can see last season we did beat them at home 3-2. However, away we lost 4-0. At home the season before we lost 3-0 and we lost 1-0 away. So Man City do have the upper hand on us. It'll be interesting to see how we get on away against them this year. We haven't beat them actually away in the 2 seasons in the Premier League. Man City with 2 wins out of 2, 5 goals to our 0. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. We'll be back for the Manchester City game, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Captain excellent. I'm glad you used my tactic. I hope it works for you. Do let me know how you get on with it. But I mean, I'm now tinkering and changing it again anyway. But yeah, we'll be back for the Manchester City game. Cheers. See you later.